All right. There we go. We do this, we do that. All right, perfect.
How are you?
How are ya? Wanted to try a little bit of not only Fury leveling today, but also some of the Alliance, because we've actually never have a leveled Alliance character on TBC. I don't think we touched an Alliance character until late Wrath, I think, like our very first time playing WoW. So then 2019, all we played was Horde as well, so we didn't have an Alliance character on there either. So I thought it'd be alright to try a little bit of Fury leveling. I know a lot of people have been asking or suggesting if you should be Fury or if you should be something else, but we're gonna try Rampage too. Normally for like open world leveling, Rampage isn't really worth. You'd get more value out of something out of here, but we're gonna try Rampage and see if with Nax-ish gear, or I should say AQ40 to 20-man gear. Let's see what our uptime is with not only HP, but see how much downtime we have as far as having to eat and stuff like that with having Rampage up. It'd be interesting to see. So we'll try and be like a little risky with it as far as like pulling mobs and things like that, but I want to see if Rampage actually has more worth than what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We will see.
What are you looking for?
You know what I should have did is I should have got more rune cloth. I wonder if you can actually get rune cloth bandages at Shatrith. You might be able to. The vendor. You might be able to. I can't remember off for the life of me. We'll join LFG too, just in case if there's like some random Karas. We can do a Kara tonight if we want it. As long as it's a solid one, but hey, we'll see. We did run the Shatrith to grab the tiger, though. We absolutely needed the tiger. We did grab a little bit of food buffs as well.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you. Well met. For the Alliance. Be careful.
So all these quests to me are new. I honestly wouldn't assume they're that much different. That's fine, people. Eggs. That's the goblins. It's a chain. Okay. So a lot of these are the same, just a little bit different compared to Horde. And I'm assuming these are all the fell stuff. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. We'll try it out, though. We'll see how it goes. Again, we're going to try... We usually don't take Rampage, but we're going to see with ZG AQ40S gear, especially if a lot of people have like the High Warlord gear. It's about the same.
See you around. Safe travels.
Let's see if Rampage has value or if there's way too much downtime for eating and things like that. Now, granted, there's like things you could get like, you know, Sansa and things like that to make it a little bit better. I wonder... I'm not sure what this quest is, so maybe we should try and grab it real quick. Just to see. I love the tiger on human. It looks insanely badass. Although I don't mind the human epic mount either, though, to be honest with you. The horse isn't bad. With the armor plating on it.
You need something? Safe travels.
Okay, so that's literally the same exact quest, but you can get it over here. Okay. Alrighty. I had to switch some buttons around, so some of these buttons are not my usual buttons. Might take us a little bit. to get into our normal. Alright, I guess if you want to be our first rage bait of the night, let's go for it. Hey, what up, Insane? We're trying Fury leveling a little bit. We usually don't take Rampage, so I wanted to see if there was good uptime with Rampage for like downtime of eating and drinking. I'm kind of just messing around with it. What are you up to, man? So far, also off of a base of 5 mobs, there has been a lot of value in Rampage at the moment, and we are not even close to having to take a downtime. Oh, I didn't see that guy back there. He might actually be cooked here. So I'm trying to give people a realistic expectation of warrior leveling too, because when we tried playing it the last time, the level 60 template it gives you is terrible. It's not even realistic to what the majority of the players are going to have. So I remember it was quite a struggle. So I'm hoping with this gear that most players should have, especially like high warlord equivalent, you can see it's actually a lot better leveling than what the initial stream was. But so far, not so bad. So we had our first downtime, but that's because I extra pulled there. I didn't even see the guy laying down. So far, not bad. Again, we usually don't take Rampage. So we're trying to see how much value we can really actually get out of it. And I guess that doesn't include gathering stuff either, so that's kind of a problem as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how the Warlord set looks for rogues, but I'm all in on like just getting the PvP sets. So as crazy as this sounds, me killing mobs this fast is more of a realistic expectation for people than what the initial stream was of me just struggling with the two-hander. This is way more realistic in what you're actually going to find, because a lot of you are going to have high warlord gear, or at least equivalent. For the... No. Insane. During pre-patch, the honor changes. It's no longer grinding a rank, it's a currency. So you play games to get a currency. That currency is used to buy the gear and the weapons. Again, but I can't speak for Rogue because I don't really know what the Rogue Warlord set looks like or what it compares to PvE gear and open world leveling. So. But as of right now, we're just kind of testing to see if we're getting actual value out of Rampage and open world. And so far, I would say yes. It's also kind of crazy how bad I'm mowing these mobs down, but this is actually pretty realistic if you're a high warlord-esque geared warrior, which most of you should be getting. It's really not that hard when we die here because I'm not paying attention like a dingleberry. 2-handed arms leveling gonna be as good as this? No, definitely not, Boone. Just got my hands on Flurry Axe. Let's go, Mike. Congrats, dude. How much did that cost you? I'm assuming Deepwoods can't be that expensive either. Deepwoods, even from what I remember, like a little bit ago, like a month ago was only like 30 gold. That was on Dream Scythe. These laying down mobs keep killing me, man. Well, they keep not paying attention to them. Hey, we got a healing pot. We'll use that for sure. What, the Dark Mantle? Why? Just because of the energy regen? I mean, I would assume that the High Warlord gear is like a little bit better than like, you know, like the ZG gear and stuff like that, no? For Rogue? It has to be. I mean, so obviously in situations where we're sitting around and having to gather materials, there's no value in Rampage, for sure. But we're finding probably like 85% of the time, especially in gear like this, you're going to be able to kill multiple mobs at a time without having any downtime at all. So even less downtime if you have first aid. So as of a small sample size of 5 minutes, it does seem like Rampage does have worth. Dropped off a beetle and 1,000 needles, huh? You got a flurry axe on a level like 30 something mob? I don't think that's possible unless you're not playing classic. Yeah, did you mean Zul'Farrak, maybe? Because their flurry does drop in there. At least has a chance to. Because I'm thinking of the beetles, like, you know, in Shimmering Flats, like bottom left, because it's technically 1,000 needles. And I was like, I don't think that's possible. Maybe he meant ZF. Either way, huge. So I will tell you, I will definitely need a weak aura for Rampage reminders. It's kind of crazy how we mow these, you know, mobs down, but this is realistic leveling for a Fury Warrior in High Warlord-esque gear. Crazy healing boots, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I'm looting. Oh, you're good, dude. Congrats regardless. That guy is on a roll, man. I mean, sweeping with, there's just no comparison, man. You gotta have that sweeping. Oh, yeah. PTR? Yeah, Punk. We're just playing around with Fury leveling. Giving people a realistic expectation. We've done leveling streams off the PTR with the dog shit templates that they gave us. It's not even close to, you know, how it really is going to be. This is more realistic, as crazy as that sounds. Oh yeah, oops. I've never done alliance leveling, so we are kind of going through a little playthrough just in case if I ever have to play this tune. For something on the side. Feel a bit overwhelmed, like I don't want to mistake with the rep farming and the leveling. I mean, the rep farming, you're just going to get the most value out of spamming dungeons, so. And luckily for you, I will have dungeon guides and all those goodies, so. You are in luck. What up, Venom? I was thinking about running a ZG, and I don't know if you've been on Dream Scythe today. If you looked at like LFG chat, it is, look, there's just nothing going on. Which, how dare people be hanging out with their families? But there's just nothing going on. There's not even like any pug runs. How dare people not be playing WoW? So I figured we'd do something a little different. We play a little bit of the PTR on one of our, we got our tunes to finally copy. Really, this guy's gonna follow me all the way over here and then just walk away. Slap the wrist, walk away. Every BRD run is, hey, by the way, we didn't say it in the advertisement, but Hodges, yeah, we're just going to take that. We just going to take that. Really, bro? What up, Snap? Yeah, what's up? What you got for me? Hopefully I got an answer. How is the volume on YouTube, by the way? If anyone can speak on it. I did turn up the music a little bit. If it's too loud, let me know. Good. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Can you hit 60 to 70 in about 2 to 3 days played with like 10 to 13 hours per day on those days? So realistically, you're spending what, like 24 to 30 hours of game time? Probably not. No, you'll need a little bit more than that. I can't give you a realistic expectation because some classes are going to get farther than others, and will be one of the first ones to tell you that warrior will not be one of those that get levels very fast. So warriors kind of get stuck in that spam dungeon bracket, to be honest with you. Oh, I was gonna check Shatrith to see if they had more rune cloth bandages, so we can just grab that. Oh, your character's a priest? Yeah, definitely not then. You'll probably be in that dungeon spam category as well. So you, oh, in open world questing, even lower than that, man. You'll need a lot more time than that. 60 to 70 isn't really a breeze. You still got to put in the work. Enhancement and hunters on Hodge. Sheesh. So someone else was talking about hunters rolling on Hodge as well last night. It almost makes you want to think. I haven't played a hunter in TBC since the first go round when I was like 14 years old, so I didn't really know shit. The amount of players that come in here and say that hunters are rolling on Hodge, I wonder if Hodge has some sort of effect in TBC where it changes to ranged attacks count as an extra shot as well in the Hodge. I don't know. There's been a lot of logic was double chance on wing clip, bro. What? Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, for sure, Void. I don't think the layers are going to help very much. Obviously they will, but not as much as people think. I wouldn't say so, Snap, but I've also never leveled a priest really at all in any sort of game, any sort of version of WoW. I would probably say that's not going to be enough time. You taking like some days off work or something? Just came to see real quick if they had rune cloth bandages.
Ready to work.
Hey, Spoop, thank you, man. Appreciate that. We're just messing around on leveling Fury on the PTR. We're seeing if we're getting... We usually don't take Rampage, but I'm trying to see if there's actually value in it. So far, I'd say yes, but...
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm not exactly sold on it just yet.
Time is money, friend.
Really? I kind of figured they'd have rune cloth bandages. I guess they don't. Am I missing them? No? Ah. Lame. I guess you get couple rune cloth drops on the mobs in Hellfire, so...
Arcanon Taurus. Remember the lessons.
Completely nuked it? Yeah, I've never really... I don't hang out in the boosting community, nor do I get boosts or do boosts or play classes that boost. So to be honest with you, I really don't know. I would assume so, because didn't they nerf the slow on Blizzard? And then also something with like Pally boosting too. So to be honest with you, I'm not very smart or informational about boosting stuff, to be honest with you, because I just play Warriors, so I don't really know much about it. The only boosting I ever used to do was when we were playing SOD and I was playing a mage. You could do like one pull RFC boost. I was doing that for a little bit, but that's literally all I've ever done, so I can't really speak on it too much. Those were actually kind of fun though, those like one pull RFC boosts on SOD. Those are actually kind of fun. But that's all I've ever done, so I don't know. Hey, honey. Sorry I couldn't get the kids Christmas presents, but I did get myself a great Christmas present, a $60 Blizzard character boost. No, you gotta play the part a little bit more. You gotta be like in the garage. You know, everyone can say this or say they've done this in the past. They take the long way home. You know, to avoid something at some responsibility or a person or whatever. You pull up into the garage. You take the last hit of a Newport short that you had because you're struggling a little bit financially, so you're ripping Newports, but you're shorting them, so you save them for later. You walk in and you say, honey, you know, I really can't afford to buy the kids, you know, a Christmas present or like, you know, some extra clothes or, you know, a 5-pack of Hanes Fruit of the Loom underwear. But I tell you what, I found this great deal on Blizzard where I can boost my character to level 58 and I get a gear set. So, you know, I did that. Oh, and by the way, I also lost like $500 betting on the NBA. So, we might lose the house too. But I did get the character boost, so it's fine. We'll figure it out, babe. Yeah, exactly. But at least we have each other and the kids. Yeah, of course, Snap. I hope I gave you a realistic answer. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, in three days played, like 10 hours played per those days, I don't think you'd be on level 60 to 70, especially as I'm like an open world priest. I don't think that's... I'm not exactly sure that's possible. This guy started casting before he even woke up. Make it make sense. Again, as crazy as it sounds, the way that I'm able to cleave these mobs down like this is very realistic because of the way that people are going to have access to the High Warlord gear, High Warlord weapons, and that's basically what this gear set is. It's AQ 40 pieces with some ZG. Even pre-base, my trinkets are dog shit, so... I know when we played the PTR, when we were just doing two-handed leveling off the 60 template, which was awful. Looked like it sucked, but it's really not bad at all, to be honest with you. I think the hardest problem you're going to have is just competing for mobs, so you can actually have the opportunity to do cleaves like that, you know? But, like I said, the first thing on the list is definitely a weak aura for Rampage. 100%. Where is all the wood? Carl, we need more wood. Yeah, I really enjoy Fury leveling for open world. I think it has so much value, especially with sweeping now in the Fury tree. At least that's my opinion, Matt, for sure, especially with the gear that you're going to have. 100% Fury. We're struggling on a gathering quest. I'm actually kind of surprised. With nobody here. Let's take a look. How many people are actually like playing the PTR for the game and not just a whopping 7 people on the Alliance side at least. No, non-70s Venom. Non-70s. The sweats are going to ruin TBC. What do you define as a sweat? Currently 47, almost 48. And you got 2 weeks of pre-patch as well, so you got plenty of time, man. I wouldn't panic too much, Punk. You're past halfway. Plus, a lot of people will be dungeon spamming and things like that, trying to grab extra minute stuff or squish out those next couple levels. So I think you'll be all right. What's a sweat? People playing Fury Warriors at 70? I don't know. If we're defining parse hunting as sweat, then I feel like most of your players will probably be Hunters Warlocks, because that's probably the easiest parse to chase. So if we're defining sweat as players that are chasing a number, then they're definitely not playing a warrior. At least not right away. What up, Duo? What up, Frazier? What up, Argo? No, this is just the PTR, man. We're messing around with Fury leveling. We picked up Rampage. We usually don't. We're trying to see if there's value in it. So far there is, but there's a lot of variables. And so far I was liking it. And the last 5 minutes I'm not really liking it anymore. So just trying to play with it a little bit. Had to make all new buttons, so I'm just misclicking a bunch of shit. Yeah, Big Barry, yep. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Going Resto Shaman for the easy life? Let's go. No, Duo, this is the PTR if I didn't answer that. I'm sorry, man. I mean, any Shaman role is an easy life. You'll have a raid spot no matter what. So it's the ultimate flex class, too. I mean, you can main something else and keep the Shaman, and you will never have an issue finding a raid spot. So, ever. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about Rampage. In sequences like this, it's good, but how many chances are you actually going to have like this with so many levelers in the beginning zones? I don't know. And for people watching this thinking like this isn't realistic, like leveling, it definitely is with high Warlord-esque gear. Definitely is. It's a lot more comparable than when we were playing with the dog shit template that Blizzard was giving us. It was awful. Nobody's going to have that gear leveling, so. What do you think the smartest class you use the boost on? Warlock? I was thinking Druid for flight form farming. Honestly, that's not a bad idea, Rec. That's actually a big brain idea with the mount farming, that is. I just realized that my chat's messed up by the tooltip. I thought I had. I'm surprised that one didn't carry over. Do you guys care if you know how like has the player tooltip in the bottom right corner here? Is it bothering you guys with the chat? If it is, I'll get the macro to get rid of it, but I actually really like that idea, Rec. If you don't plan on being like an ult, really like friendly, or you know just trying to get as many ults as possible. Honestly, I would say either Shaman I would say shaman, or now that you say druid, that's honestly a fantastic idea. Farming's gonna be so crucial in those first like 2 months. You lost me at professional, dude. I'm not professional. You lost me at professional. Hey, thanks, Worse. I appreciate that, man. Sorry I missed that. Hope you're having a good holiday as well. Hope everyone's enjoying their time. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. I know our channel overall is, especially on YouTube, has been pretty quiet recently, but I'm telling you, I'm working very hard behind the scenes. Got tons of videos to drop. Plenty of streaming to do. Do not worry. We've never done Alliance side, so I'm not really sure what this quest is about. I'm assuming they just drop the necklace. Then there's also a quest here. Thanks, Worse. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I saw that. At least most of them were kind of the same. This one seems to be different, but overall not too bad. Thought they might be more of a pain than I initially thought, but... No, this is the PTR next. Everybody can play it. Tell you what, these normal bags, we're used to playing with them, but right now they are throwing me off. What am I looking for? Smoke beacon. Smoke beacon, it's a barrel. Okay. A boar has entered the fray. Really, bro? I have never played a paladin before, Rec. Ever. In any expansion. I haven't really played that many expansions. Just TBC Wrath, like 2 weeks of Warlords. And then I tried Mop for the first time like a week ago. Hell yeah. America, baby. I will say, like I said, I played Mop off stream just to see what it was like. I did like the beginning, you know, sequence of getting on the Zeppelin and shit, and then you crash into the forest, and you do all like that beginning temple quest and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And then after that, I just kind of quit playing. So, my opinions on Mop, well, there really isn't any, but are not valued. It does seem like a lot of people like Legion, though. I've never played Legion either, but it did seem like a lot of people enjoyed that one. At least that's what Stream always says. Stream always seems to enjoy Legion. Oh yeah, I forgot we did get healing pots. Those. We just might need. I just remember took a break from WoW after Wrath the first go around. I was, only a teenager, and I remember Warlords came out later on, and I was so excited for it because I saw the intro. Warlord, to me, no, this is just my opinion, but to me, Warlord still has like the best, like intro ever, and yeah, I don't know. I was really disappointed. Only played it for like 2 weeks. Am I liking it on the PTR? It's not bad. It seems like they actually fixed the majority of this stuff. I don't know. Seems to be running okay. The first like 2 weeks of it, it was just brutal. Right now we're kind of just testing out Fury leveling. I think the hardest part for people will be, as silly as it sounds, just keeping Rampage up. We're trying Rampage tonight. I don't know if I really like it or not. I keep going back and forth on it. But people running Kara and stuff still, I'm not exactly sure. I can't speak on that. Maybe they are like pre-mades with like people they know, but it doesn't seem like many people in LFG are actually like raiding on the PTR right now. In general, there really isn't that many people playing. They're just doing like duels. There's a lot of arena action going on, but that's about it. So I probably should have read the quest. We've never done the Alliance side of TBC, so probably should have read and see what I actually have to do here. It just says find a talisman. What the? This guy's making his wolf run and then the wolf aggroed. What the? What the hell? Appreciate y'all in here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the love. Didn't really feel like playing the gnome today, to be honest with you. Hey, thanks, Al. Appreciate it. Didn't really feel like playing the hardcore gnome, so I figured, let's get a little TBC leveling in just for something to do. Hang out with you guys, more importantly. I'll be here tomorrow as well. We don't really do anything on Christmas Eve. It's just Christmas Day, so I will be here tomorrow as well. I did feel like sending like maybe one more SF hardcore character, but I was like, you know what, probably not. We've recently done a lot of little projects recently and not went through with any of them. I need to be better at that. That's my New Year's actually, that's a decent New Year's resolution right there. If I'm going to do something, I need to complete it. It translates to anything in life. So I don't know if I'm misunderstanding this quest here, but we're not getting this omen thing to drop, so I think, or the talisman, we're just going to skip it. feel like there's really nothing left to do on Classic. Yeah, I know we tried finding pugs tonight. Now, obviously, it's almost Christmas Eve, but even just recently, I feel like a lot of people aren't playing around or just really running pugs or doing anything outside of just PvP and trying to get like a last minute rank 11. We've had a really hard time finding pugs. I think with the way, if they keep the honor reductions on the PvP gear, I think a lot of people are just waiting for that, or they're leveling in alt, so they don't feel forced to buy a boost, and then they're just waiting to grab the PvP gear. So, now granted, the PvP gear is probably not great for all classes, but I would assume the majority, at least good enough for TBC, right? With the minimal work. I went back at my video and I looked around at like the gear currencies. I mean, realistically, like depending on if you win or lose, I mean, obviously that's a massive variable. It should only take you like maybe 20 to 24 hours of game time to get the High Warlord set and the weapons.
King's honor, friend.
I mean, in a 2-week
Alliance.
period, that's not a lot of time. So I feel like it's pretty realistic to expect people to get the PvP gear.
Light bless you.
So I think a lot of people are thinking that, and they're like, well, what's the point of even running an AQ40 2SR pug when that run could suck ass? 2, you don't even get your SRs, and you gotta wait a week to try again. It's just, I don't know, I think a lot of people have kind of put the pug scene down. Honestly, this anniversary realm, it just kind of seems like the whole pug system is just kind of, that's a whole different topic. Honestly, I thought about making a video about it, but I think how easy it is to get the PvP gear and stuff like that, it just really killed kind of,
King's honor, friend.
I don't want to say it killed like interaction between players, but it definitely killed
Go with honor.
the pug scene a little bit. And I'm just kind of a boomer and I like playing with people, so to me it just, because a lot of people's thought process was, you know, as easily as I can put it, people were like, why would I run MC pugs? Why would I run BWL pugs? Why would I run ZG pugs, AQ20 pugs, when I can just AFK and AV while I'm working, rank, and get gear that's equivalent to AQ40 gear? Like, why would I do pugs when I can just do that? So, I don't know. To me, I think it was cool, I guess, in a way that they let people kind of just everyone get rank 14, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
What's on your mind?
But I'm looking at it from
What's
a
your back?
scenario where I just like running pugs. Not a lot of people like doing that, which is totally fine, so. Yeah, I mean, I speak on the PvP gear a lot, but people need to remember that I'm only speaking from like a, I wonder if I can cut across here without too much trouble, probably. From a warrior perspective, right? So like a person could come in here and be like, yeah, well, the shaman gear is dog shit. Well, like, okay, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't play shaman, so. But speaking from a warrior perspective, the high warlord gear and the weapons can easily last you until 64, 65, 66 without noticing like a fall off. Really? It's always these guys laying down, man. To me, anniversary has just been a bot fest. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The one glass half full thing I can say about the anniversary realms is that it's brought a lot of new players. And it's honestly kind of cool. You feel like that dad on Christmas morning, right? When you see like new players getting to enjoy like their first like KT kill or Ragnarok's kill or, you know, whatever, insert any achievement in Classic WoW, right? And it's just kind of cool. I don't know, you like seeing players get that. So the one glass half full perspective I will say about Anniversary Realms is it has brought a lot of new players, for sure. It's kind of cool how many people are coming in the TBC, potentially blind, but also just, you know, never playing it. So. They didn't say. It's just an assumption. A lot of people are assuming. At least I haven't seen specific date. I would say it's 2 weeks seems pretty fair. I mean, does chat want longer than 2 weeks? Would you guys rather have 3? I guess if you're, you know, leveling a shaman or a paladin or just leveling a whole new tune in general, you'd probably want more than 2 weeks. But for people that are probably just waiting around and ready to go, they'd probably want less. But a month? I'll meet you in the middle. I'll say 3. Middle-ish. I think 3 weeks would be good.
Interested on the pint? Up with you. Watch your back.
Watch your back. What server? I'm on Dreamside, but this is just a PTR. Although majority of our hours have been on Doomhall, we've just pretty much left Doomhall, the hardcore realm, to go to Dreamside to get ready. We still have 2 tunes on hardcore that we play around with. I have the Shaman that'll end up being a backup tune for TBC, and then we have just another warrior that I'm messing around with, a little gnome. Yeah, I don't know, Hydro. I don't know. I just feel like Blizzard doesn't really care about the bots because it's just a cycle of keeping players invested and they get your subscription money. So I think that's just really the equation, all of it. They want that money, you know? Do I play Night Slayer? Not at the moment. I'll probably make like a undercover tune over there just to play around with. Is this the same quest where you gotta do the portals? Yep, okay. I should have read the quest, but I think you need 4 rune stones. 2 weeks with Joyous? Yeah. Honestly, they haven't even said anything. Honestly, I think players would even take the Dragon Slayer buff again if they absolutely had to, if they were giving out like a bare ass minimum. At least give people if you're trying to push your boost for people to buy boosts, fine. But at least give people the Dragon Slayer buff, man. Come on. Or like Dragon Slayer ZG, just to give people a movement speed buff too. I mean, I just listened to the song that we're listening to right now and I heard Waka Flocka. That's crazy. What is this playlist? All I hear is Flocka saying, "It's a party, it's a party." I think we have 4. Anyone just joining, we're playing around with Fury leveling. We're trying to see if there's worth in Rampage. So far, yes, but I don't know if I'm exactly a fan. I think in like dungeon spam scenarios, Rampage is great, but open world leveling, I don't know. Kind of like it, kind of don't. As easy as it looks, me just mowing these mobs down, you will be doing the same thing if you have the PvP gear, pretty much, so. You will be doing the same thing. What up, Kiv? You want to level his arms? Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that has value. Like I said, we're trying right now with the weapons and stuff that you have, especially if you have like the high ward dual wield. I mean, you're going to have value in like flurry and enrage and, you know, all the goodies that come with being fury. But I could totally see someone with like a nasty two-hand making it work for sure. I think I have 4. Cool. Makes the game a lot more fun. Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you are a decently geared warrior, I mean, you can make both of them work. Sweeping's not in the arms tree anymore? Yeah, but it's about halfway down, so you can still get it. See? What do I think about Kebab Warrior? I think the first like 2 phases, it's one of the best DPS specs you can have, and it's a great way to add utility to your kit, right? Because a lot of people aren't going to be bringing that many warriors. They're just not. They're going to be listening to the YouTube goblins telling them, "You guys need more hunters. You need more warlocks. You need more this. You need more that. Don't bring warriors. Don't do it." I think you're gonna see a lot of guilds that are just like more like semi-casual guilds, if that's what you want to call them, kind of listen to that and not bring as many warriors. So definitely a way that you could sneak into a raid setting is, but still also feel like you're a Fury warrior, is the Kebab spec, because you're essentially dual wielding swords because you're trying to get extra swings, especially for the arms debuff, right? So I think from like the first 2 phases, Kebab's probably like one of your best spots to be in for sure. And then later on, you'll see there's more value in like dual fury or potentially a 2-handed arm slam. Yeah, we've just been killing these people because it's fun leveling, and we're not even actually doing anything. We're just killing people. Yeah, it's viable for sure. It's a great way to sneak into a raid spot as well, just adding like, hey, I can do the debuff. Right.
You got my attention. See you soon.
Depends if you look at it from like a glass half full, glass half empty perspective of warriors being able to flex a little bit more with dual spec. From a glass half empty perspective, it's more like, okay, well, they're going to bring less warriors because then they'll just have those people flex off tank. So why bring an extra warrior when we can just have him off tank whenever, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to see. It's hard to tell. We will find out soon enough.
For the Alliance.
I'm just kind of assuming these are all the same as the Horde versions. It seems like it is. What up, Nitro, by the way? Thanks for everyone being in the stream, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We're just chatting with you guys mainly. I'm just not really doing the quests. I'm just kind of doing them with an empty brain, but more than not just hanging out with you guys, so. Yeah, there is no Fury Prod anymore. Now, in your beginning dungeons, you can get away with, you know, rocking, again, the high Warlord gear like AQ40 gear and still being like a DPS spec and be able to tank like Ramparts, Slave Pens, Under Bog. But once you pass like the mid-60s and some of the higher level dungeons, you're going to definitely want to be rocking that. It's a little bit of defense and things like that, and that's kind of where proc comes in, so. There's a couple situations in like SSC and TK where you can be Fury Prot and just like get away with it, trying to chase like a parse. But if you want any sort of tanking and you want to make it easy for not only you but your party members, you got to play Prot. Thoughts on Nether Drake in the deluxe edition? I don't know. I've never bought anything. I've bought one thing from Blizzard ever. Two things technically. A character transfer one time, and then I bought a boost when it was like reduced half off. I think I bought it like during Black Temple. They brought boost back for like half price. I think I got like a 58 shaman because I wanted a shaman. I didn't want to level it. So I bought that. Those are the only things that I've never bought like a bundle or any of this stuff from Blizzard before, so I don't know. Cosmetics aren't a really big deal to me, man, to be honest with you. Kind of lost track of what I was doing. I don't even remember. Gotcha.
You got my attention.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Without slam? I wouldn't say without, no. Do you mean PvE as in like raid or PvE as in like just open world leveling? I mean, with open world leveling, you should be able to mow shit down regardless without slam, but I would say you definitely need slam in a raiding perspective. Am I gonna dungeon grind? Yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of forced to at their first tune. Just because of the reps and stuff like that. Getting in the heroics as soon as possible. We can all sit here and say we want to enjoy the game, but a lot of us are going to be forced into the meta of spamming dungeons, getting the heroic keys right away and gearing up. You can say you're not. That's fine. But a lot of people are kind of pushed into that anyway, so.
What can I do for you?
When we play other tunes, though, I mean, I do feel bad for some of the new players because, you know, the new players are forced in the meta too, right, of just dungeon spamming, and TBC has a lot to offer in the open world. I think it's really cool to just like sit back and level and kind of like look around. Like Hellfire Peninsula is pretty fucking badass when you kind of just look around, right? But a lot of people won't get to experience that because they'll just kind of be spamming dungeons, right? So I definitely encourage everybody at least having like one character that they open world level with. It's just TBC's really cool, you know. Alright, I need to start paying attention because these definitely aren't the same compared to Horde.
Hello.
I'm too busy yapping. It is just too good. That's why I said I hope at least everyone plays one player in the open world. I'll be spending a lot of time in Nagrand because, okay, I lied, Matt. I do care about cosmetics a little bit. I do want that Talbook mount. I always get the Talbook mount. I love that mount. It looks insanely badass if you get the white one with the pinkish purplish like plating on it, and you have like the AQ-40 gear on. Just looks really cool. I'm messing up this quest because I grabbed the wrong bomb. There we go. Leonardo, do you pretend to do video guides for TBC? What do you mean by pretend? What up, Colo? Appreciate everyone in here. Hope you guys are having a good holiday. Hanging out with fam. There we go. Yeah. And one thing for Orc too is that Thrallmaw rep with Exalted has a nice bow, but it also has a great axe for tanking. Warbringer. It's really good. I'll tell you one thing though, I do not look forward to spamming Shattered Halls for the rep, I'll tell you that. That shit is so boring.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
Blood Furnace Hardcore. Oh, God. The good old Blood Furnace Hardcore. Or, Heroic. Sorry. So conflicted between rolling Warrior or Locked in TBC. And if you're trying to chase an easy parse and you're trying to look like a badass, play a Warlock. If you're in it for the long run, play a Warrior. If you ever have any interest in doing tanking, then Warrior. If you dungeon farm until level 62 in Hellfire, you shouldn't have to spam Shattered. I don't think you can get Exalted from Thrallmar before that. I mean, would that even add up, Spectral? Like, think about that, because you start not getting rep from the lower level dungeons. I don't even think that's possible, because when you just out-level it before you got the rep anyways? I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it gets hard stuck at Honored until you do Shattered or Thrallmar quest. I could be wrong, though. Yeah. Yeah, you want to spam first, then do the quest. Maybe that's what he meant. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Damn, Razor Saw, calm down, bro. Yeah, which, I mean, still is not easy. Nitro, it takes a lot. I don't got exact calculations, but I would definitely consider it a spam. Hey, thanks, Noah. I appreciate that, man. Oh, sheesh! Noah gifting 10 memberships to YouTube. Thank you very much, Noah. Holy cow, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Can't hang? Man, you're letting it hang by gifting those 10 memberships. I appreciate that, bro. You're here in spirit. Take that how you want. You letting that hang, man. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Noah. Hope you have a good holiday, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that, dude. I think the worst part about it, though, Nitro, though, is that I was prot tanking Shattered Halls. I didn't have the privilege to be a warrior cleave DPS. I was tanking it. So I would only assume that my runs were probably a lot slower than a prop pal per se, so that made it worse. Made it worse for sure. What kind of gear am I rocking? It's a clone tune that I had from Doomhall. They finally allowed you to clone your hardcore tunes. So it's like AQ40 with ZG, pretty much. And then next weapons. Yeah, thanks again, Noah. I appreciate that. Yeah, for the longest time, they were not allowing you to clone tunes from Doomhall. They finally started allowing it, so you're able to actually get a realistic tune that I would say majority of players have, because, you know, if you were to compare, we probably have like rank 14-esque level gear, which a lot of people are going to have on pre-patch, so... Yeah, I'm sure the grind would have been a lot smoother if I wasn't prot tanking it. It's funny because I was in this guild on the server Ashkandi called Average Joes, and they were a really good guild. They were like one of the best guilds on Ashkandi, and their wave they wanted me to apply was tank heroic Shattered Halls without a mage. That was literally the trial that they wanted me to do. It was crazy, but it went smooth. Got invited, and the rest was history. Thanks again, Noah. I appreciate that, man. You already took off. Still, thank you. Appreciate everyone in here. Can't jump through that. I believe next quest is the one up on the hill, I would assume.
What can I do for
That dog
you? Honored friend.
start barking like Speed.
Be careful.
I don't really watch IRL streamers like that, but I do like Speed. Speed's a good streamer. That bark that he does all the time, that shit, I don't know why. That shit makes me laugh every time. Probably should have checked. Even the arrows transferred. And a boy. I think we might need that for pulling here. It gets a little wonky. I guess we could probably just pop wreck and be fine too. I'm in the right spot, right? That's right. Okay. Can I squeeze it? Probably not. You fucking rat. So great though, Nitro. Slam ever viable? Yes, sir. Slam becomes a thing in TBC. What up, Cram? Oh, in Classic. No. Sorry. I just kind of figured you meant like Classic, like, you know, going in the TBC. Sweeping just has great dual wield value too because of the extra charges, so get a little wind fury and shit going in there too. God damn. Gets me all excited thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Good thing you can only see the top half of my camera, because you do not want to see the bottom half right now. This man's got me all hyped up thinking about sweeping. All right, mister. Ooh, with a decent ring too. Anyone that doesn't know, they add new stat things like an Invoker of the Beast, a couple other ones that are pretty good. You might actually be able to find some pretty cheap ones here at the very beginning. That'll definitely be better than what you have. Did I tell you what? These regular bags, I usually don't mind them, but on here they're throwing me off. I got a key in here somewhere. There it is. Right? There it is. Really? Yeah, I like playing the PTR. There just hasn't really been much out there for me for Classic. I'm not in any guilds or anything like that. I plan on potentially sending a guild for TBC if we get the people. So I'm kind of just dinking and dunking around. I don't have any, like I said, any guilds on Dream Scythe or anything like that. So I'm not doing any runs. Not ranking or anything. I hit 11. That's all I was wanting. So really just kind of sitting around doing a whole bunch of nothing. So I figured we'd probably play the PTR, I guess, for a little bit. We've been playing off and on it. The template that they gave us before we could transfer our hardcore character was awful. It just made playing this not even fun nor realistic. So yeah, the level 60 template they give you is T1 gear. So I was literally trying to walk around in T1 tank gear and try to open world level, and it's just terrible. There's a Ramparts quest. I highly doubt we're gonna get a Ramparts. There's nobody playing this. Just gotta go back, I guess.
No! Keep your feet on the ground.
Hey, what up, Zadie? Yeah, WoW's real life, dude. Everybody's real here. Just casually tabbed out running through mobs. Hopefully we don't get dazed here. Why do you say that, Zadie? Whoa! You're talking about the guy in the T3 with the Nax cloak on, right? He's like over here. I almost just sat down and watched NBA tonight. There's 14 games on. 28 teams are playing tonight. Almost just hung on, watched NBA on the couch like a lazy potato. But nope, we got on stream. Appreciate y'all hopping in. Thank you guys for being here. We've never done TBC leveling for Alliance, so we're kind of walking around with our head cut off right now. Good thing we got Questy, otherwise we'd already be lost. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure, Zadie, to be honest with you.
Good day to you. I buy and trade. What can I do for you? See you later. Well met.
The Longbeards. Hell yeah. How's it going, Zadie? Something about the tiger mount is just very satisfying, man. I love it. Love it on human.
May the light embrace you. Dionys Akar, safe journey. Be well.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
There's our trinket. I highly doubt. Let's see how many people are even out here. There's no way we can get a group for that, right? Maybe, actually. There's some people out here. There's a whopping 9 people. We might be able to, with only one other person in Hellfire, or never mind. I guess not. Great trinket, though. Fell off a ladder at work. Wow. Glad you're okay, though. Hopefully nothing too bad. Someone said they have a sword just like the Warbringer. I want to see it. Is it Honor's Call? Ah, okay. Damn! That sword's a lot cooler than the Horde axe. Sheesh. Though that honestly, with the Mongoose enchant on that as well, you probably wouldn't see too much of the green. You'd see the blue with the lightning. That'd be pretty fucking sick. That's actually a lot better than the Horde version. Wow. Hmm. What up, Krodnik? Right now we're kind of dinking and dunking around trying to figure out these quests. We're not very good at it. Just got hit capped with Crowblade and Mirror Song. Am I right to try and hop into a raid? Yeah, at this point for sure. Especially like a ZG AQ20. That's where you're going to soak up the majority of your gear. So it's extremely easy as a warrior right now to get your ZG bracers and your ZG belt, which the bracers have great stats on them. You throw a 7 strength on it, you're getting 40 AP on a pair of bracers that you spent no work on in ZG, right? And the belt's like a mini onslaught too, so those are pretty easy to get. Pretty much any ZG you find, you're gonna have at least a fighting chance on those. You're never not gonna get those, so especially on a 3-day reset. Some decent items in AQ20. You gotta work a little bit harder on the reps though.
Up with you. Be good.
The bracers never drop. Dude, we just got the bracers for the first time. We did 6 runs on Dream Scythe. We did, I kid you not, we did 6 runs on Dream Scythe on the Orc. We saw the bracers 1 time on the 6th run. It was crazy. For some reason, we couldn't get them to drop either. Yeah, I would say ZG is the easiest way to get catch-up gear right now. And at least halfway decent gear that'll last you in the TBC leveling, so. Pretty easy to find ZG pugs. Decent ones. Make sure it's at least like a reputable pug or something. Do a little research on them. Never walk into like a 2 a.m. ZG pug where the raid leader has like 3 kids crying in the background and the main tank is just ripping a bong. You know what I'm saying? That's just a waste of time for everybody. How's it going, Krodnik? Good to see you. Hey, that guild that was running the pugs, the shoot, I forget what it was called, the Azeroth coffee company or whatever that guild was. They just quit doing pugs for some reason. They said IRL reasons or concerns. PTR add-ons are worth? Yeah, I mean, Questy's useful because we've never done Alliance leveling, so it's saving our ass right now for sure. Damage meter works, nameplates work. I'm sure there's more add-ons that are working now more by the day. I just don't have any on here really. Just playing doing some leveling, hanging out. We're trying to see if there's value in Rampage. Kinda. I don't know. I'm still undecided about it. Thanks again, Noah, for the 10 gifted on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone being here. Is there two here? I believe so. That is not good for us, because here comes a third. We're going to be spewing all those poisons. Holy cow. There's three there. We're actually dead here. Maybe. They do have sweeping for us sitting here. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Oh, let's go. Oh, good song. We're turning this one up a little bit. Hey, what up, Pete? Yeah, pretty much Nitro. Well, at 60, yeah. Running a Hodge? Good luck, my friends. We're still trying to get one on our orc that we're gonna play TBC with. We haven't been going after it too hard. We kind of gave up on it. We can't get to the drop, but I applaud anyone still trying to grind for that. We should be going for that, to be real with you. We're being lazy. Being lazy.
What's your back? What's on your mind? Be good.
Sheesh! A little backstab in there? Oh, damn. Very satisfying leveling, though. Very satisfying. Is that a rare? Is that a rare, or is he on the quest? I don't see him. Should we kill him anyways? Doesn't look like he has anything on quest. If you can try it, though. Watch, he's probably the follow-up quest. Is he? Alright, we'll save him then. We will spare him for 30 seconds.
spec.
The Longbeards. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not too bad. Good, I appreciate y'all on stream. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying your time. We're just doing some casual TBC leveling, trying out Fury. Just hanging out with you guys, more importantly. Not doing anything crazy. We were looking for pugs this morning. I got on this morning looking for something to do on Dream Scythe. There's just nothing going on. We'll be here tomorrow, too. I doubt there's going to be raids going on during Christmas Eve, so we will probably, we'll probably do a little bit of the same tomorrow.
Talk to me. Off with you. Hey, good.
Off with you. This is the, we got the tainted meat, right? That's the debris. Forget that quest. This one's the eggs, right? Okay. Forget that. Ain't got time for all that right now. Maybe we'll do some heroics tomorrow. We'll see. See if there's anybody else that would want to do them. Might be hard to find, though, if we can't find people for a raid on Classic. Doubt we'll find people to do heroics with on the PTR, but hey, you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. What a terrible whirlwind. C-Dank's hardcore TBC thing? No, I don't really have interest in that, to be honest. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're getting a little community going for that, but it's just not something I'm really interested in, to be honest with you. Do I think they'll find a way to make it happen? Yeah, I think so. But, I don't know. It's not really my thing, I guess. Yeah, fuck them kids. I got a parse, Matt. You kidding me? Is the music on TBC too loud for YouTube? Anyone on YouTube that can let me know? Someone said it was fine earlier, but I feel like it might be a tad loud. Really? What a rat. Bruh. Hey, what up, Blaine? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, doing some warrior leveling on TBC. Couldn't find anything to do on Dream Scythe. I didn't really want to send another SM on the gnome on hardcore, so we are chilling. Good to see you, man. Ah, get fucked, idiot. Outplayed. So it does look like we got a little bit of rune cloth. Barely any, though. And granted, we haven't been looting as much, but... Isn't there a book or something? Yeah, okay. There's a bit. Come with us, buddy, old pal. We grab everything? I believe so. We can do eggs real quick, I guess. Pretty good XP so far. I mean, we're definitely past halfway for 61. Haven't done a dungeon yet. Haven't done any of the group quests either, so XP has not been bad. Wish it would give you a /plate of just PTR, get a realistic look, but...
Greetings, traveler.
Hey, what up, Dark? How's it going? How's it hanging? I will admit too, I've been playing a little bit of League off of stream too. I just picked it up for the first time. So maybe at some point we'll send ARAMs with like friends or something. Just for like an off stream thing. So Questy says, well, they can drop them, really. Okay. Thanks for joining the Discord, by the way. Dark, I appreciate that. Anyone can join. That link is a community Discord. It's also where I'm going to be running the TBC guild if we end up going through with it. So anyone is welcome to join that. What faction? Horde. This is the only alliance tune I have. The good old Horde. You're staying ally, right? With Lonely? We could definitely use another druid if you decide to go horde. That's for sure. And Lowly can play as H-Pal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Or one feels stronger. Were you using a clone tune, or what kind of tune were you using? Were you using like a juiced up one? There's a couple talents in Fury that would make Whirlwind a little bit better. Obviously, you have the cooldown reduction, but outside of that, you have the improved Zerker. Then you also have, you know, obviously less chance for it to miss with weapon mastery and precision. So the 70 in blues, that makes sense. What up, Fell Reaver? We ain't doing all that. That quest blows. I will definitely skip this quest, probably in the original too, or the release. Yeah. What up, Jerry? Yeah, we're just hanging out questing. I figured he knew that already, Krodnik, but maybe not. Dark, your whirlwind hits with both weapons.
Have a good
Maybe that's why you felt it was stronger. Otherwise, there's a couple talents in Fury that technically would make it stronger, regardless.
See you later.
But otherwise, yeah, we just chilling. Just doing some DM North with Flex and the boys. Yeah, I got up this morning and because I'm in Flex's Discord, I saw there's like 8 of you in there. I was like, holy shit, man, you guys are gaming. It was like 10 in the morning. Boom, boom. Ash was in here talking shit because she said that you guys left her behind. I'm just kidding. She said she was like 57 or something catching up. Oh, like just your little squadron, your little posse running uppers? That's what I figured you guys were doing. I saw upper earlier. This guy actually has some HP to him. Well, goddamn. I like Upper Blackrock. It's like one of my favorite. I still consider it a dungeon, but it's like one of my favorite dungeons in Classic. DM North is a good one too. Tribute or non-tribute, it's just a fun dungeon to be in. I always say all the time, if like you could go to one of the dungeons in real life and experience it, I feel like Dharma would be insanely sick. Just like an abandoned Coliseum, basically. Like how much larger it is compared to your tune, scaling-wise. That'd be pretty sick to see in real life. That would be pretty cool. I didn't look at the stats on these necklaces. I wonder if they're an upgrade for like a freshy warrior. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not very good. I mean, this isn't terrible, but what are the BOE like Edge Masters and Flurry Axe? I think you're gonna see a lot of people going after Blink Strike, which is a sword that gives you a chance to swing an extra swing. You're gonna see a lot of Kebab Warriors and Rogues in general be looking for that sword. That sword will be worth a lot of money.
How are you? Hello. See you around. Have a good one.
As far as like random like epic auction house items, there really isn't many out there that are like kind of weird or have like a niche to them, like Edge Masters or Flurry per se. Not Flurry because Blink Strike's essentially the same thing, but like the gold mining helmet or Edge Masters, there really isn't too much of that. There is some decent like BOEs for sure though that you'll find are close to your pre-bis, but trying to see what we do here. Is there a follow-up on that one? There is. Let's go to the next town, I guess. We're not taking this very serious anyways. We're just chilling. Thank God for Questy, dude. If I was doing this blind, I've never leveled Alliance on TBC, we'd be dead in the water. We would be dead in the water. Honestly, by now, if we were playing normally, we'd clearly be in Ramparts spamming, but if we were still doing open world leveling, we would have ran Ramparts by now. We would have got the dungeon XP plus the quest turned in, so we probably already would be 61. But so far, the XP isn't really bad. I mean, we skipped actually more quests than you think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the group quest as well that we can't do because obviously we don't have a group, so we skipped about 6 quests, so technically we would be 61 already. Not too shabby, as a warrior especially. I'm wondering if there's more quests to come over here for the Alliance side, though. Yep, good thing I checked, right there. Alright, we'll go grab those first then. Hey, Frenzy, is Sword of Omen and Vanquisher Sword good enough to swap to dual wield in hardcore? I mean, I wouldn't recommend it because they're both not only very fast, you're going to find you're hitting with double wet noodle. I would use, if you absolutely have to go dual wield, I would just put one of them in the offhand and try to find a better main hand either through the auction house or a dungeon. Like, even the Sword of Serenity doing the SM quest if you're Alliance. Oh, you said Sword of Omen's your Horde, so I would put either Sword or Vank in the offhand and then try to grab something heavier in the main hand. Otherwise, I would stick with your Whirlwind. We usually have Whirlwind last us until like mid-40s. Wait, so there was a quest I picked up that said in search of Sadai, but his body's right here. They didn't look very hard for this guy. Hey, help me find this dead body. You literally look over the cliff and there's the dead body. They don't give a fuck about that guy, man. Hey, I need some help finding this dude. He's been missing for like 2 weeks. It's right there. Here are the space goats.
Prices here are reasonable. May your days be long.
Yeah, of course, Nin. I hope that helped. You're going to find that it's a really big struggle. Am I playing TBC? It's just a classic era PTR. Anybody can play it. What up, Joe? You're going to find using those 2 weapons is just... You're using wet noodles. There's no value in it. I would just stay the 2-handed arms if you have Whirlwind. Can I repeat what I said? I don't know. I've said a lot since you've chatted. Whirlwind. Crowding put up a good point that maybe you didn't know this, but Whirlwind hits with both weapons now. So maybe that's why you felt Whirlwind is like super strong. But otherwise, there's a couple talents in the Fury tree that make it a little bit even stronger. So I had to check his body and go right back to town. Yikes. Great quest. Oh, about the BOEs. What was I saying? Oh, there's Blink Strike. It's a epic sword that it's kind of like Flurry. You get a chance for an extra swing. A lot of Kebab warriors and rogues will be looking for that. It'll be worth a lot of money. But as far as like niche items like the Gold Miner helmet where it gives like plus axes or like, you know, Edge Masters, there really isn't much of that in TBC. There really isn't any of that in TBC when it comes to like weird oddly leveled epics or things like that. Oh, really? You killed the Maghar? Interesting. Normally got our little five man with all the people popping in from guild on Night Slayer. The groups are getting so big, people are trying to wait list to get into dungeons with us. Bro,
Ready
what?
to work.
That's crazy. Aiden, thanks for following, dude. I appreciate that. You guys got a wait list for people to play with you, man? Damn, celebrities out here, dude. How do I get on that wait list? Or do I get VIP access? Do I get back room access? Staff and Natural Fury for druids are cool. Yeah, I guess I was thinking of more from like a warrior perspective. I gotta stop doing that. Where there's no like items around that are like, you know, like edgies or things like that. What up, Loner? Seem to be some of the more coordinated groups in the guild, so people flock to us. I mean, it's a good thing to have. What does that say about the rest of your guild, though? Would you consider that a red flag? It seems like your guild has grown quite a bit to where you don't even know the people in there anymore. That could be good or bad. Oops. Trying to take a band-aid while poisoned. Not a great idea. I'm just trying to eat. Feels good for sure. Well, it definitely feels good for you because you are... Jiri, I gotta be honest with you, man. Being a resto shaman, they don't even know your name. They don't even want to care about your name. They don't care about what you do for a living. They don't care about who you are. They don't care what your real life name is. They don't care about anything about you. What they care about is you're a shaman, you drop Wind Fury, and you chain heal. That's what they care about. So get used to not knowing who the hell's whispering you. Because you'll just get random whispers all the time. You know, show what gear I'm using? Yeah, one second. So this is a hardcore tune that I had. So AQ20 ring, NAF head, Prebis trinkets, Nax weapon, ZG 20-man gear, and then a couple pieces of AQ40. So high warlord-esque level gear, I would say. Even some pieces lower than that. So the way I'm leveling right now, or how quick the mobs are dying, is actually pretty realistic. Dude, this disease is killing us with 5-7 stacks. My God, bro. Even the eating was doing nothing for us. Holy hell. Pretty dripped out for a hardcore tune? Yep. Yeah, we had a lot of success in hardcore for sure. What, we have 560s? Should have had about 8. We had a couple die in the 50s. Welcome to stream, Joe, by the way. One second. There we go. Yeah, all of our tunes are from hardcore. We have gotten Like barely any raid loot from Dream Scythe. We haven't really played on Dream Scythe. The tunes are just sitting there waiting for TBC, so we're just gonna grab the rank 14 gear. So if there's anything I should be doing, it's I should be leveling the shaman. He's 35. I should be leveling him, but might just wait and see if they drop like some sort of dragon buff again or something during pre-patch. Hopefully they do. Give the players at least something. A little something, something. Hell, even just a ZG buff would be useful. A little movement speed. Bro, come on, leave me alone. Just want the tears. Glad you guys are having a good time though, Jerry. I'm not missing something because both of these quests have terror fiends. I wonder why that is. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, what up, Cal? It is, man. I mean, we're not really doing anything else. We've been ready. We're just kind of sitting around. I don't really have anything else to offer hardcore right now. We've done all the things, so I'm just kind of dinking and dunking around, sitting around waiting. Here we get a little pre-patch leveling in just for something to do. Show my face. We got our YouTube videos already made. We're just not posting them yet. We're gonna wait a little while. So those are done. So I'm just kind of sitting around waiting. I don't have a paladin or anything to level on pre-patch either, so we'll probably just do the PvP, get the rank 14 set for like honestly a couple of our warriors and just be done. Ready to roll. Show me talents. I'm trying out Rampage and open world leveling. Honestly, I'm not really liking it. So I had to go full way down, and being level 60, I'm really hindering arms talents. So I wanted to test Rampage tonight, and I kind of like it in certain situations, especially the first like set of 10 to 15 quests. I find value in it, especially dungeon spamming. You got a solid group, you're just non-stop pulling, right? So Rampage has value there. I'm not really liking it in the open world leveling though, to be honest with you. So we really sacrifice all of our talents just to get Rampage. So far though, not really liking it. I kind of am, kind of not. The other talents are fantastic. I'm just having a hard time finding value in Rampage, but... Yeah, of course, no. Came back during the week-long Dragon Slayer. I know, dude. They had something with that, man. I know they said it was just a way to celebrate how many years playing WoW or whatever they said it was. But honestly, it got people really excited to play the game. Trust me, Kel, there was quite a few people alone that came in stream and said, I'm only playing or I resubbed for the dragon buff, and then they took that away. I'm not saying they should have it like permanently, but I mean, maybe do something like Dark Moon Fair-esque ish with it and have it like once a month or something. I don't know. They had something with that though. It got people excited. Imagine how much Blizzard could invest into the game or just do small things like that. A week-long Dragon Slayer buff made people happy. Like the smallest things like that make people happy. I don't know. They had something with that. But came back for a week, got Fel Striker, and retired again. That's funny. Yeah, it kind of sucks that that's essentially the right play if you don't have the gear right now, is just to wait for the honor farm and pre-patch. But I mean, that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. We've talked about it quite a few times now, where the boomer in me doesn't really like the easy gearing through PvP. It kind of kills people going out and running pugs and playing with other people, but it is what it is. A buff for low-level characters? Well, usually they just whip out a Joyous Journeys, but they haven't said anything about that because I think they're really trying to get people to buy that boost, those scumbags. But I don't know. We'll see. Something though would be useful.
Good fortune. Ionis account.
To be real with you, I don't know if I want to go back there. Let's go do our these here. We are skipping quests that we should be doing, so eventually here, if we were actually playing the game, we'd be right on cue with like quests per level ratio, just because we were doing ramparts and blood furnace as well. But just doing solely quests and skipping the annoying ones, obviously we're kind of falling behind a little bit on level. Like even if we just did one ramparts with the quest turned in and then the quests also in there, we would have been 61 already. So yeah, Cal, that's definitely another aspect of it too. That's why I say, like, when I feel like a boomer, you know that meme where like the boomer or I keep saying boomer. You know those memes when like the old guy like on a walker or like a wheelchair says something and then they're like, okay, dad, like let's get you back to the nursing home. Like that's kind of how I feel when I talk about like how the PvP gear has made people not go out in the open world and play with people in pugs and stuff. But, you know, I've always just been that type of person that likes playing with other people and doing pugs. You know, sometimes in stream we have some pretty bad pugs and then we complain about it, but overall we do like getting out there and then meeting people. All right. What up, Cred? Good to see you, man. Thanks for everyone being in here. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good time hanging out. family, friends, whoever, your dog, cat. The average pug. Really? I don't know. I mean, I haven't spent that much time in... Obviously, I know that exists. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't exist. Oh, someone's actually leveling out here. It's a dead body. We really haven't had a hard time with that, to be honest with you, with like those, the gatekeeping per se. I know it's definitely out there. I mean, we see it in the LFG ads. I think we've just more had problems with these pugs just being so poorly ran. Or I guess just the players inside the pug. We've streamed some Dreamside pugs. Some of them have been pretty bad. But on the other side of things too, I mean, we've seen some high warlord warriors with ring 14 gear and weapons, and we out DPS them in 20-man gear, or even pre-bis like we have a couple times on our orcs. So really makes you wonder. I think that's part of the problem too, is a lot of people get the easy gear, like you said, Cal. There's nothing wrong with that, but then there's like new players that do that and they just have absolutely no idea how to play the game. What they know is, I grab snacks, I sit down, I watch a movie, and I AFK in AV. And we might be able to kill Black Talon with Rack. Potentially. He does hit pretty hard.
Good fortune. Do not lose faith.
Warm wishes.
So is there like a town there? There's just one dude that gives out 4 quests? Okay. Not geared for AQ 40 by any means, but there's enough gatekeeping on other stuff and HRing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the reason why we don't even bother with MC and, you know, BWL is... Yeah, it'd be great to get the weapons, but again, why would I do that? Why would I spend the time in potentially being in an awful pug, or a pug where I don't get any benefit out of it when I can just farm the gear, right? Like, I totally get that, especially for people that even want a pug. They look at an MC ad and they're like, Onslaught, Akuria, and True Strike Ring or Quick Strike Ring is HR'd, right? So I get it. I get it. Probably gonna try kebab. It's actually not bad for the first couple phases. It's pretty good. And then two-handed like weapons and things like that really start to scale. So it's a great way to add like utility to your tune too. If you have a hard time finding raids, just adding that your kebab might get you a raid spot. It's a possibility. Gotta be honest with you, I didn't even know Hoarder now that there's a little camp up here. That's crazy. No idea. So you guys are the Longbeards, eh?
What can I do?
Is that what they call you? The Longbeards?
Safe travels. Be good.
Alright, so these are starting to be a little bit higher level than us. If it really became a problem, we can just go do the entry quest in Zanger Marsh. Come back. Which some people might do, honestly, anyways. They might skip a little bit and head to Zanger Marsh early to avoid the rush. Possibly. Gotta remember to get the guy up at the top. That was a bad idea. Actually, no. That was a double caster. Woo-wee. Got it. Now, Kebab's actually not bad kill. Especially for phase 1, phase 2. You're trying to get a pre-bis weapon, though. Your best option is the Gladiator sword, so take that info with what you would. Otherwise, you're going to have to either... Dragon Ball's still up there, but you really want to try to dual-wield the sword with the sword spec and then have a Hodge and potentially a Blink Strike, too, which is also another issue. But otherwise, you'll probably see most people rocking the Slicer and then probably Spike Blade in the offhand. If they can get it, of course. Otherwise, they'll probably grab the Aldor Exalted one. But for people that are on a budget or want Dragon Maul, they'll probably be rocking Dragon Oath. One of those other options I just said. I was actually kind of surprised they didn't have Runecloth bandages at the Shatrith guy. We also haven't been looting, so been doing ourselves a disservice. We're almost out of band-aids. Oh, you're gonna come over here, of course. Have to pop another pod here, I believe. Almost fell there. That would have been good. Although we might be able to get a charge out of this. Can we jump? Parkour! Parkour. Bruh. For real? Bruh. Oh, we got it. We got it. Hey, what up, Flex? How's it going, man? You were grinding today, dude. I was watching you like early this morning, like 10. How's it going, bro? Bad choice here. We shouldn't have done that. You guys still grinding, or are you all done? Jerry said you guys were in DM North, what, like 20 minutes ago? Something like that. Good to see you, dude. We're just chilling. Our prep list is pretty much checked, considering we can just get the high warlord gear, so we're not really doing anything, man. I should level the shaman. I should be leveling the shaman. We're being kind of lazy, I'm not gonna lie. Waiting to see if they're gonna give us a little gift on pre-patch, like a little XP buff, a little Dragon Slayer buff, and we'll go from there. You guys are still in there? Oh yeah, Jerry was telling me that there's a little wait list to get in the dungeon runs for you guys. What do I gotta do to skip that line a little bit? You know, a little... you know, I'm not saying, I'm just saying if there's a little something, a little lubing up I can do to get ahead of that dungeon priority list, you know. Little nasty. Ah, shit. I forgot he does that like little earth shock. Almost died. Jesus, this song's gonna give me a damn seizure. Goodness gracious, man. Oh, he's dashing. A little rat.
Well, next, keep your feet on the ground.
Last time I checked, this guy doesn't have a call for help. Where the hell he come from? Just walking around. Making my way downtown. Walking through. At some point here, we gotta stop being a little reckless. We're almost out of HP pots. And bandages. It is 9 p.m. on a Friday night. Get up and get in the stream. I think I repeated the song correctly. Let's go. There's one down there, one here. I could see this quest definitely being a problem for tags, competition tags. Where did we see that other Ravager? I just saw one. I can't remember where he was. Let's grab some on the other side, I guess. Oh, there isn't any. Never mind. Yeah, this quest will definitely be a problem for people trying to get tags. That's for sure. Really isn't. You can't get the ones over here? Really? Huh. What up, T Phelps? I think the layers will do a good job. There'll be a lot of layers. They usually overinflate the layers to begin. I think it won't be too bad. This quest is going to suck, though. This is the first quest we ran into. We're like, yeah, this quest is not going to be doable. Unless you're in a group, of course. Sod. Good old Sod, man. Honestly, I didn't play too much of Sod. I quit after phase 2 or the middle of phase 2. I didn't even finish phase 2. But I will say the phase 1 of Sod was some of the most fun I had, man, for real. And WoW altogether. That was a great game. I swear I just saw another Ravager. Didn't I just see one? There he is. Yeah, I know this is going to sound silly and a little bit contradicting, but the whole spamming SM in phase 2 really did me in. Even though you do that for every warrior in pretty much any classic server you play on, so. But, god damn. This poison is fucking us up. There we go. The space goats. True. We love the space goats around here, though. Psych. I don't know anyone that wakes up and just, you know, says, oh yeah, I can't wait to play my space goat. I ain't hating.
See
Hey. Level 51. $61. I said 51. All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it myself here. We will park it here. We'll play tomorrow, though. I highly doubt there's going to be any raids or anything on Dream Scythe for us to do. Hold on a second. Are they cooking a Plains Trader? Where the hell did they get that from? Where the hell did they get this Plains Trader from? They bring it through the portal with them? Might have. Interesting. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow night. I hope you guys have a good... If I don't see you, I hope you guys have a great holiday. Otherwise, I will see you right tomorrow. We don't do anything on our Christmas Eve, so I will be here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, if I don't, have a good holiday. If I don't see you until then, have a good New Year. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.